has got himself into a little bit of a fix, I'm figuring. We'll see what we can do about that as the evening progresses. Hey folks, Film Brown here at the Movies with Film. Got a film for you tonight that I think you are really going to enjoy. I saw this film a number of years ago and had actually forgotten that I had seen it until I watched it just recently, and it just all came back to me like a wonderful nightmare. Fits really well for this film. This is a very delirious, hysterical film. A Hatchet for a Honeymoon. Hatchet for a Honeymoon. Like that title. There were some alternative titles for this thing. Blood Brides, that kind of fits it. It deals with this guy who runs a bridal gown outfit who kills brides with a hatchet. More like a meat cleaver. Yeah. I don't know. They're the cutlery. They're kind of down on that stuff. Red Mark of Madness or Red Sign of Madness. Actually, if I were going to call it something today, I'd call it something like that. Red Sign of Madness. I like that. But that Hatchet stuff works really well because, one, this film, I think, is the sort of the bud or the progenitor of Dario Argento's Deep Red, Hatchet Murders, which deals with very, well, different motivations for killing, but killing nonetheless. You know, I'm going on with this film talking as if you know who made this film. 1969. This is deep in that psychedelic period. Okay, this is an Italian-Spanish production by none other than our favorite, Mario Bava. The assistant director on this, again, Lamberto Bava. It's interesting the family ties on this. Okay, Lamberto, son of, later he's going to be becoming a director in his own right, and Mario letting his son learn the ropes. This film was shot by, which is not unusual again, Mario Bava tends to be the cinematographer on his own stuff, which is good, making him more of an auteur. He's more in control. And it really shows in this film. Remember we talked about a film called Barren Blood, Torture Chamber of Barren Blood, and we talked about the number of zooms that take place in that film, and sometimes they seem jarring. This film, they work really well. I would argue that along with Black Sunday, the Bava aesthetic is very well established. I was knocked off my seat when I watched this again. Remarkable, roving camera, and edited together quite well to create what? Hysteria, a sense of paranoia. Fits well with this individual. Now, I think that there is a lot to be said that this really is the sort of where Dario Argento is going to gather his momentum as a filmmaker and really take up the mantle and take up where Mario Bava left off. Mario Bava, maestro of Italian horror. Well, who is the modern maestro of modern horror? Well, it's Argento. And those set murder pieces are very much a part of Bava as much as they are a part of Argento. Likewise, the real disregard that they have for standard narrative. The story in this film is a very thin thread that basically gives us a line of excuse for a series of exhilarating choreography of camera work. I think you really enjoy it. There are some really remarkable scenes in here. Shot from, this is one of those, this is the first of the Bava films that really take on the point of view of the killer. This is very much shot in a subjective manner. Okay, I think that works really well. Okay, well, I think you're going to enjoy this giallo film. Some people argue it's the first of the giallo genre. Giallo basically means that we are taking our energy and our inspiration from a bunch of pulp fiction that came out in Italy earlier on that dealt with sort of tawdry murder and suspense, that sort of built itself around a lot of, set pieces of murder. Well, it fits here. A Hatchet for a Honeymoon. Think you're going to enjoy it? Pop yourself some popcorn. Shoot me an email. Like to know what you think. And hey, Smokey, what do you think of this one? Got my kneecap. I'll sell my kneecap here. Okay, keep me nice and warm. I think the red works well for a film like this. Roll 'em, Smokey.